On Asia Down Under today, a family's winning ways on the squash court. Striking a chord, the percussive power of the gamelan. And award-winning frames from two talented brothers. Hello and welcome to Asia Down Under. A growing number of schools in New Zealand are teaching its students Mandarin, and a number of teachers are being given training to pass this knowledge on. Earlier this year, we joined them on a weekend of full immersion into Chinese culture and language. Here's that story.
Good morning, New Zealand.
Ni hao, ma. Hello, how are you?
More than 20 Chinese language teachers from around the North Island spent a weekend at Shakespeare's Park north of Auckland, participating in the inaugural New Zealand Teachers Chinese Language and Cultural Immersion Retreat.
I teach at Rotorua Intermediate, and I went to China in January, and I have 9 other teachers teaching at our school the language, so I like to be able to keep up with what's happening in the Chinese language and culture.
3, 最后4.
Well, it's a really good opportunity to spend some time with other teachers who are teaching Chinese, and especially at this time to learn how to do a lot of Chinese activities to do with their culture and art, like paper cutting and things like that.
我剪的熊猫比较胖，我剪的熊猫比较胖，他剪的熊猫比较瘦。
The weekend camp was organised by the Chinese Language Foundation, whose aim is to encourage all New Zealand students to discover Chinese culture and learn some Mandarin.
Since 2005, we've held very successful student camps and cultural days. We found that a language immersion environment is very effective for consolidating language, for extending cultural knowledge, and motivating students. Because of this, the teachers have asked us to do one just for them. This weekend, we're trying to get them excited about their own learning, okay, to make sure that they have also the chance to explore a bit more about the culture, to also be in an environment where everybody is speaking Chinese, so that they are familiar with the sounds and with, the context of being in a language environment.
The instructors were volunteers from the New Zealand Chinese Teaching Trust. Many of them are teachers in Chinese-speaking countries.
We hope that they'll walk away with a bit more resources as well as confidence, having been immersed and in a weekend of Mandarin and culture, of Chinese culture, so they can take back home a lot more new ideas about how to teach, play, have fun using Mandarin, and bring that enthusiasm and passion back to their teaching.
The workshop is exclusively for non-native Chinese teachers, whose determination to deepen their knowledge of all things Chinese will eventually pay dividends for their students.
Just because you speak a language doesn't mean you can teach students how to speak the language or to write the language or do everything else. New Zealand teachers are trained to be very resourceful, innovative, adaptable, and multi-skilled. We find that these are essential skills for teaching language. Again, what better example for a student learning Chinese language for the first time to have a teacher who has also gone the same language journey.
I try and stay a step ahead of the students by learning myself, and often the journey we learn together, side by side with the students, so I'll learn something new which then I'll pass on to the students. One
of the key things about teachers teaching in the classroom is they want resources. They want to be able to show students specific things, and out of this workshop this weekend, they're getting these very concrete skills.
Oh, my brain. So much going on, so much more information, and being able to use the language again has just been an added extra for us, because when you don't use it constantly, you lose it. So it's been quite nice to come back and use it again.
There's lots of resources out there. They've given us a big folder full of resources to refer back to. And, oh gosh, books. Yes, we've got the contacts now via email. You can contact anyone and they will help you out in any way possible.
It's clearly been a highly successful weekend, one where the benefits will be felt in schools everywhere.